Hello and welcome back to Mordheim, City of the Damned. It's currently Angarstag, the 29th of Sigmarzite, and our warband is hale and hearty. Well, mostly. I think we've got 2 injuries at the moment, and we've also got a whole bunch of people in training, including Svogaz. So we're going to be taking a slightly abnormal loadout, I guess, into our next missions. So options we have are normal Weirdstone Rush, hard Weirdstone Rush, or a hard Marked for Death. I'm going to go for the hard Marked for Death. I'm very fond of targeting very specific enemies and then focus firing them. And in terms of who we're taking, Kragor, Furman, Viclops, Rytosh, Mobhor, and Tagom. Yes, this loadout looks just fine. I think Viclops over Farik. Nah, actually, let's take Farik. We'll keep their XP gain approximately even between the lot of them. Speaking of which, yes, yeah, that's good.
Exploring one of the city's old residential districts, you quickly discover that you aren't alone. Another warband is looting the nearby buildings. Dispersed in the ruins, the scavengers present an inviting target for your warriors as they deploy near your wagon.
Okay, from the name, I can tell we're up against the Undead. Question is, who is going to be our target? Also, with no Svogaz, I'm not quite sure what our engagement plan should be, honestly. Let's put Tagom here. Rytosh, a bit further back. Here. Kragor front and centre. Farik, a little bit further back. Yeah, that's good enough. Mobhor front and centre. And Furman also up there. Okay, we've kind of got a plan. It's probably not worth us buffing up at this point, actually. Not immediately, anyway. Let's run forward and try and get ourselves some Weirdstone. So in this building somewhere. Somewhere both down here, maybe upstairs actually. There's a little bit of something. Oh, a luck trinket. Well, that's actually no use to us, but we can sell it. So, I guess further upstairs then. Or on the other side of the wall. Just ambush stance here. Rytosh, come forwards. Start covering the area with arrows. Where is our likely engagement point? Like either this long bridge here. Yes, actually, that's quite likely. So, new plan. Let's head over this way. Because this is where they're likely to be coming from. Needs a little bit more movement if at all possible. So let's do this slightly more sensibly. And go back to about... Actually, let's go all the way back. To this corner. Under here. Straight over. And that gets us into a very good point for Overwatch. Perhaps a little bit far forwards. Let's send Kragor to be a blocker, as it were. Well, as far as he can when he can't actually get further. This is fine. We can see their cart from here. Let's see, Farik. I suppose pretty much the same sort of thing, but go around this way to start with. A little bit further back. He doesn't move as fast because he's not a hero. We might start seeing them moving around our fringes now. I think they're 3-strike teams for this mission, so hopefully we should just get a couple of people randomly drip in over time. Really do want to try and keep everyone as bunched up as possible, though. No sign of anyone just yet. At least this time we don't have to worry about a crypt fiend. With Svogaz undergoing his book learning, they're not allowed to bring an impressive. The AI in this will always match your units type for type. So if you bring a hero, they'll bring a hero. You bring your leader, they bring a leader, etc, etc. If you bring some henchmen and like brethren and that lot, they're all bundled under just like minion. So if you bring any of them, they can bring any of an equivalent sort of type. Almost our turn again. Okay, mob horde. Just come up to this edge and see if you can see anyone. Nope, this is good for us. Okay, back up a little and then take that sharp turn right. And then Furman to finish up our turn. This is going to be a very tight engagement if we can pull it off. Get a couple of melee people up front and a couple of archers supporting them in the back. I've never tried doing an entire engagement on a bridge before. This may not work quite how I plan. So to go on, you can come around. I'm probably just going to use him to loot this building along the way, actually. So there was some weird stones somewhere in here. Right, either up or downstairs. It could be either. There's some. Let's pick that up. Just a shard, but it's better than nothing. And then back up again, probably all the way up to the roof. Looking for that other bit. Is there more up? I don't think there is. Well, I suppose this technically counts as more up. Ah, and there is an upstairs on this side. Hey, there it is. So we'll pick this up. That's it for as much as he can carry. Let's come back out and see if we can see any of our own troops to buff. We can, kind of. Support caster is in a supporting position. How about that? So let's buff up Kragor, because we can see him, and we'll also buff up Rytosh. And then next turn we'll play catch up. Just end turn. Rytosh. Ah, you can see someone. Nice. You can actually see a few people. So this is our target. The Vampire Thrall, Serena Albescu. We can also see Sergio, the Ghoul. This is good. We can get a good shot from here, actually. 89%. Can move a little bit closer, maybe not get the obstruction penalty. I'm not quite sure what's counting as cover. The side of the bridge, maybe? Yeah, it probably is the side of the bridge. Well, in that case, we may as well just take the shot from here. So, hand shot first, reduce her offensive points. Nice! Good stun. I mean, also kind of annoying. She's not going to get close enough for us to do anything, but it makes her easier to hit. So we don't even need to do aimed shots now. Reload. Take another shot. That is good. That's really good. Reload again. And then you can retreat a bit. Man, this is amazing. And go on dodge stance. Good work there, Rytosh. Farik, I doubt you're going to perform anywhere near as well, but we'll bring you forwards. Yeah, you can just sit here on Overwatch. You're basically going to be slowing people down. Kragor, you're actually going to be a blocker. I think they've got a Necromancer I saw somewhere over there. He's likely to have a bow, so we don't want to go too far forwards. You can see more ghouls, and more ghouls. So sort of sit back here-ish. Kind of about here, I think, on ambush stance. If anyone does get close enough, we'll get at least some engagement, and then Mobhor will come and join in behind. Question is, who's coming up first? Whoever comes up first gets an arrow in the face, courtesy of Farik. I guess it's going to be Grigor. Ah, no arrow in the face, okay. Kragor's charge is obviously got slightly higher range, or maybe he just couldn't see past him. A couple of good hits there. We don't have any like dodge or parry at the moment though, which is not great. So what is she doing? Is she going to get an arrow in the face? Maybe not. There's the Necromancer. And Mobhor's turn. Well, Mobhor's not going to be able to get a charge from this distance. It's too close. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just we'll do a blood offering and then 2 attacks. Oh, that's a shame. Now we can sort of see their weapons down there. Axes. Club here. Club and dagger, I think, actually. That looks like some sort of club. So we should be okay parrying if we want to. Parry stance 95%. Yes. Yes, let's go for parry stance. I mean, of course, that gets reduced by their weapon skill, but that's a very good base point to have. Furman can't join in the fun. Sad Furman. Sergio is sort of coming over. No, he's not. He's going away. There's their leader. So now we've got all of their scary people nearby. I think I heard him jump down, actually. I wonder if he knows a way across here that I don't.
A new round has started.
Alright, time to buff some people up. Weapons of destruction on Rytosh first, because he was doing really well. He's hidden behind that testicle. Weapons of destruction, there we go, on Rytosh. And then next, yeah, probably put it on Kragor, I think, actually. And you know what? We may as well risk it and put it on Mobhor. The chance of curse is going to start scaling up. It's now 46%. But really, the chance of death is very, very low. It's only happened maybe twice, possibly 3 times. Mind Numb is not great, but it's okay. Let's bring ourselves forwards. Can do a little bit of edge scouting on the sides. Oh, there's some nice weird stone down there, actually. So ambush stance here, may as well. Rytosh. Turn around and start doing some shootings. It's actually an okay shot. Ah, oh, that's brutal, that is. So it's going to be Farik next. Ah, then the ghoul will go. Yeah, okay. Just keep shooting him. I know he's stunned, but... Would be really nice to be able to see and hit their hero. Don't think we'll be able to. Not from here anyway. Could go on Overwatch, I suppose, but I think I'd rather just take out Grigor here. Very nice. Reload again. And then just wait here. Farik. Now you can actually come forwards and do some stuff. Which is, gets a bit interesting. So, first of all, loot him. Take his things. Creep forwards a little bit, if you would. What we want is to shoot her in the face without her charging at you. Alright, this has gone very badly for you, Farik. But it's okay. You can still disengage, I hope. No, you cannot. You're too close to things. Switch weapons. Now, what's your dodge and parry stance like? You have no parry, because you don't actually have enough strategic points for it. This was a mistake again. She's going to go before anyone else. She's got enough offensive points for a counter-attack. This is being a mistake. Probably best for us to do nothing, I think. As weird as that sounds. So yes, just end turn. Ouch, but that's okay, you get to retaliate. It's not a great chance, a good hit. It's not a great chance to hit because, well, let's face it, you're an archer. And again, well done with the hitting. Okay, Kragor, get in there. Kragor, please get in there from like a bit further back than you might normally. That leader might actually come up, or is that the Necromunda? He might cause us problems. Don't engage, don't engage, don't engage. There we go. Now we should be able to get Mordheim in combat as well. And suddenly this is not quite as terrible as it was a moment ago. It's still pretty bad. Very sorry, Farik. Ah, that's not gone well. Parry stance. Yes. Mordheim's turn. Come as close this way as you can. And then engage at this corner. Low chance to hit because of afraid. Fear is actually an issue here. Only our Dark Souls are immune to it. So, of course, both Mordheim, even though he will never flee combat, he can still get afraid. Parry again. And I think, if we're lucky, there might just be enough room for Furman to get in on this as well. Now, obviously, she can't go anywhere, but she does have 4-on-1. That would be enough to make anyone stand still in terror. Now, the ghoul's going to come up. Charge either Mordheim or Kragor behind. Good parry. That's your only one. Their leader, wherever he is. He jumped off the edge, didn't he? He's coming back up. Possibly. Yes, he is. And then... just going on ambush. Okay. Shall deal with you later. Don't know what Warp Overcharge does, but it can't be a good thing. Rotten Touch is definitely a bad thing. And that sounds like a buff. He's turned Mobhor into the world's worst disco.
A new round has started.
Tagom has no spells because of Mind Numb at the moment. So he's just going to walk forwards and try and lend some moral support. Just back here. Right, Osh. You can get another kill, actually. You can be really useful. Let's get you in a point where you can actually see their hero. There we go. 64%. That's okay. I'm actually going to start off with an aimed shot, though. Excellent. Really good. Now, hand shot. And then a regular shot. So far, MVP is Rytosh. Go on then, perception. Why not? Any traps? Yes, actually, down there. And a few well, we knew they were over there. Weird stone to loot. Farik is still afraid, even though the cause of his fear is lying on the ground with an arrow through its head. Axe of Defiance. Nice. Take that. You can have the dagger back and we'll take your memento.
Objective completed.
And then Farik can switch weapons again. And hopefully do something useful. A couple of just regular shots. Aimed shots, I suppose. Well, an aimed shot and a regular shot. You don't have much chance to hit because you're scared. That's not great, but... yeah, aimed shot. And then I suppose just a regular shot. Reload. Actually, it might be worthwhile just going on at Overwatch. Slow anyone down that happens to walk nearby. Not too bad there from Kragor. So some skeleton. Good shot. I know that was a low chance to hit because you had a low chance to just shoot anyone. Kragor's turn. Come on. Ah, you got the high ground. That's got to be some advantage. Yay, Mobhor is no longer afraid. So let's start off with a blood offering. Damn. That is like a perfect miss. Yeah, Marauders can get to be very, very, very strong in combat. They can get the same sort of mutations that you see throughout most Chaos Warbands, so can end up being incredibly strong for melee purposes. Oh, Foreman has nothing to do here. Just ambush stance, I suppose. Yeah, so they can get like very strong defensive mutations. They can get very, very strong offensive mutations with their sword arms and things. What are you doing? Lifestealer? Hey, that is not cool. I might have to actually retreat Farik just to make sure he survives. Good parry. Plus, yeah, they of course can get good parrying and melee resist.
A new round has started.
Let's buff people up. Kragor. Mobhor. And then Rytosh. And for Rytosh, I'm going to retreat a bit, just in case I stun myself, but with an area of effect. No, that's fine. That's just easier to hit with ranged weaponry. I can do one more, but I suppose Freak. That is a really high curse chance, though. I don't really want to risk it. Just end turn here. So, Rytosh, time to do some more good, please. It's a good hand shot. And then a couple of just good shots, please. So it's going to be 3 points to reload completely, so you can do 2 aimed shots. And still have enough strategic points to reload. Yes, I'm very much liking having Rytosh be ranged. I'm finding that works incredibly well. Right, what can we do here? So, it's only a 20% chance to hit. Cover, I suppose, from mob whore. Can I get a little bit closer and make that easier? Probably not. I think then it's within minimum range. So maybe it's better for me to just come around here and shoot at their ghoul chap. So like here. So do a hand shot. May as well. As if he needed even fewer offensive points. And then shoot. Yeah, good work. And then retreat. Reload, then retreat. Because we want you pretty much out of combat. Okay, skeleton coming forwards. Or zombie. One or the other. They have no morale penalty for dying. So that's really unfortunate that he's now engaged. Still, good damage there from Kragor. Parry stance, please. We'll see what Mobhor can do to his target. Oh, warp overcharge. Yikes. So I guess it takes a little while and then does a load of damage type spell. That's good. Hitting with our blood offering means the rest of our attacks now have 25% extra damage. If we hit with them. And parry. This is quite a slog. Firmament still can't do anything. Do you have anything in your bag? No. Take the dagger. Could send him off to like go and collect Weirdstone, but he might be needed to fill the gap here. So just ambush stance for the moment. Try not to be too in the way. Scout's advice, that gives him a benefit against archers. And then he just tries to move forward. Lifestealer on to Gom. That's fine. Don't mind about that. He's far enough out of combat that he's got good health. Warp overcharge on Whitehorse. Again, don't mind that so much.
A new round has started.
Let's buff everyone up again. So, Kragor first, then Mobhor, then Rytosh. Horrendous pain. Open wounds. That's not cool. Open wounds. 5% injury chance after battle. And I guess that's probably also affected Rytosh. Well, at least having triggered a curse does not necessarily guarantee that another curse gets triggered on the next spell. Although in this case, it kind of did. Luck trinket? No. End turn. Rytosh. Let's get you some shooting, shall we? Really, really want to take out that guy. Got a terrible chance to hit him, though. It's the shield, the fact that he's engaged. Like, I've got a clear shot past here. 10% from open wounds. That really doesn't help. Also, I think I can't use my hand shot skill for some reason. How peculiar. I can on there, but not against him. Maybe it's because he's got a shield. Well, I suppose we could take out Michael here, but really the focus should be on the Necromancer. So let's get him sorted. Aimed shots, I suppose. Really, that's kind of what we need to do. Miss, that's fine. Throw enough arrows at him, we might hit eventually. Now if I aim, I won't have enough to do all my reloads to do all my shots. So I'm actually just going to take a couple of regular shots here. Then reload. And then one more shot. Oh, good. That stun is going to make Mobhor very, very happy. Kragor. Just do some more damage down there, please. And then parry again. Farik, you can see someone. Who can you see? Oh, I suppose you've got a 40% chance to hit him, actually. Do you want to get your revenge? That would be very nice for you, wouldn't it? Fine, let's bring you forwards. Where is best to shoot him from? Here? Nice. I don't think you've quite got enough damage to take him out. No, not quite. A little bit of a shame, but you can still do some more. Nope, you missed. That's fine. Just reload. Be happy that you're not dead. Let's move you back. Good, another miss. Yeah, the zombies slash skeletons don't really have a very high chance to hit. But then again, they are kind of supposed to be expendable. Mobhor, enjoy. A few little things. And then engage Michael, I suppose. They're below the morale threshold for routing, so they could well go out of action as soon as it's their leader's turn. Or he might charge forwards and engage Mobhor. So, better make sure we do something defensive. What's he wielding? Big old sword, parry stance. Furman's turn. He can actually move forwards now. I could charge and engage. No, let's not. Let's just ambush stance. Right, they're still in the fight. So he's looting his zombie. To pick up the warp stone. Weird stone. And then entering combat with Kragor. This is kind of okay for us. Kragor's quite tough. Quite tough. Yeah, the Undead leader is very combat oriented.
A new round has started.
Unlike the Cult of the Possessed, who's kind of like definitely more of a support caster, in my opinion. There we go, Mobhor. And then also Rytosh. Dumbfounded. Is that okay? I think that's just stupid for next turn. And then end turn. There's that warp overcharge. It kind of looked like he just headbutted the side of the bridge, which is awesome, but also terrible for him. 1% chance to hit. Wow. So that shield is really good. Also quite a lot in cover. Open wounds effect still. Can I get past? Don't think I can. Man, 1% is awful. Like, I think even at my best, 12%. Can I get that any better? 12%. For a minute, I should have moved you. 27%. So 47% with an aim. Still worth taking these shots. Try and maximise our damage output. And that's why I bothered. Definitely worth it. Reload. Can't do anything else really. Suppose you could go on Overwatch, but I don't think there's anyone else around. Now, if I wanted to force them to make another morale check, I could run Mobhor down to their cart over there and make him pick it up, basically. 9%. Can I get that any better? Probably not. Might be able to get it to 19%. Again, it's still worth taking the shots, but... Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Just trying to find an angle past the shield and axe of our colleague. No, I think 9% is probably where it's going to be. Tap, 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 tap. Very gently. No, fine. We'll take the 9%. Not even a 1 in 10 chance. Fine, loot. No, I don't loot that. Just kind of kick it away so you don't have to keep clicking past it. Cargill's turn. Good. There goes his only dodge. We don't have a great chance to hit. Mark of shielding. Wow. I guess that shield he's using must be really quite amazing. Parry stance, yeah. Now, Mobhor. Have a look at this guy's loot. Nothing. We already took it, didn't we? Now, I am going to use our movement points to come down here and rob them. A couple of Greta's boons. Better than nothing. They can have the hammer back. Don't care about that. And I am going to take their idol. I kind of want this fight to be over sooner rather than later. Now, we don't actually have any defensive options now because of the amount of movement we've done. So we're just going to charge forwards. Then Blood Offering. That's an okay start. And a couple of irregular attacks. If we're lucky, we'll either kill him before he can act. Okay, we're not lucky. Or when it's his turn, he'll flee. That's kind of what I'm hoping. It's giving me dodge stance as an option. Which it really shouldn't, because that takes 2 strategic points. This is not the first time I've seen this bug. I've experienced it before. I'm not complaining. It's certainly welcome in this particular case, but it is a bit of a problem with the game. So, next up, just some regular attacks. We don't have any special skills on Furman. Just he's quite good. And then parry stance. Ah, success. They're still in the fight. Well, hopefully we can spread his attacks out between us. Nice. So that everyone gets to use their defensive skills properly. Alright, lots more to do then.
A new round has started.
Stupidity check fail. So no spells this turn. Can actually get to a better position. So if I get as close as I physically can, then we should be able to get Farik closer as well. So we're going to do aimed shots. Try and actually do some damage. That's good. That's very good. And unfortunately, not enough to reload again. But we can just do a regular shot. We've made it a hand shot. Try and minimize his offensive points if we connected. Which we didn't, but that's fine. Just end turn. Kragor, get your attack on. Or at least please waste his dodge. Just missing is not great. Parry. Farik should be able to get a good shot now. Do a hand shot and then an aimed shot. Probably should have just done 2 aimed shots actually. Only got a 1% chance to critically hit him. That's very, very unlikely. Come on, Mobhole. We really need you to hit. Okay. He's lost his dodge now, thankfully. Still don't have great chances to hit him. 95% parry starts. I do laugh at that. Makes me very happy. Yes, we actually got quite lucky last turn in that he didn't decide to attack Mobhor, who had no defensive options. Ah, yeah, but he kind of went on dodge stance, didn't he, because of that bug. Still, in my mind, we got lucky, because he wasn't even attacked, so the bug in the game was irrelevant. A little bit more pain for Kragor. Taunting everyone. That's a surefire way to get yourself killed. Actually, no, in this game it makes it harder for them to hit you, or easier for you to hit them. I can't remember which way around it is. It's useful anyway. More aimed shots, please. Come on, last chance. Oh, it's just going to be a regular shot, isn't it? Well, I'll do a hand shot then. Nope. Kill's going to go to someone else then, isn't it? Oh, is it going to go to Farik? That would be funny. It is! Hey! How about that, Farik? Again, I do apologise for accidentally landing you in combat. Yeah, it was a slight miscalculation. You'll be fine, though. Damage on allies by Rytosh? That seems not correct. I wonder what's up with that. Anyway, it looks like we've gotten some really cool loot. Of course, we completed our optional objectives, so we get more loot out of the battlefield. We've got a new formula there and some nice purple gear.
Your
And another
ruthless
luck trinket.
ambition serves you well. The Shadow Lord will reward you greatly for your skill and loyalty.
Remarkable.
Some good XP. It's a real shame that Gurumon wasn't along for the ride. Learning his new spells. Of course, he's going to be out for a little bit. Getting some good extra offensive points on most of our people now, actually. Light wound onto Gom. Oh, that's problematic. Problematic because I don't have a spare leader. Eladel is currently learning stuff. Still, we can always just skip a day rather than actually going out into the field. I could hire another leader, but honestly, I think 2 is probably sufficient. And another light wound there.
Priceless gift.
Oh, also a mutation. Looks like Demon Soul, which, if memory serves, gives him a lot of magic resistance. I'll have to double check that. Loot. Nice. Purple helmet. Good. Heavy armor of the footman we'll have to check out. Oh yeah, that Axe of Defiance. That can go on someone. Formula of Rogues. Alright. First things first. Pay for treatment. Pay for everyone. And let's have a look at that mutation. Immune to all alone. That is a fantastic one for Rytosh, considering he's one of the few people in my warband who is not immune to all alone, naturally. And magic resistance up, which is pretty good. It's alright. It's not amazing. But, you know, if he comes up against sisters and they're throwing comets around the place, that can certainly be beneficial. And, of course, the Undead with their disease carriers and necromancers. All of that. Yeah, Eladel's going to be out for 2 days as well. Something to think about. The Formula of Rogues was the other thing that I wanted to check out. Let's go have a look at enchantment options. Of Rogues, there we go. Agility and accuracy. Okay, that's probably something archers would benefit from the most, I think. I suppose now's as good a time as any to do stats. Actually, let me just pull up my stats worksheet on the other monitor. Let's have a look. Tagom. 12, 15, 15. So let's give him some alertness. And then down here, accuracy is where it's at for him. Duradash, you've actually got an extra offensive point now. So you might end up, if you're very lucky, learning some skills soon. Like strong blow, that sort of stuff. Mobhor. Think you can have a little bit more strength. No, actually 9 is where we want to leave you by the look of it. So you can get a bit more agility. Yeah, melee resistance, always useful. And then secondary stats. Looking at 12, 3, 10. Give you a little bit more alertness for the moment. There we go. And then everything after this point can just go in leadership. Asdon, nothing injured. Rytosh. Everything's going in toughness now. And then under mental. Everything's going in intelligence. And I think we're still going for more ballistic skill. Got a very good chance to hit, but it could still be a little bit better. You're still in training. You'll be back tomorrow, though. Fuhrman. We accidentally put your strength up to 11. Which is kind of funny because it was only ever supposed to be 10. That's alright. It just means you'll be a little bit weaker eventually. Or a little bit less agile. I'm not sure which. For the moment, you can have a bit more toughness. Kragor. You can have a bit more toughness as well. And Forik. Bit more alertness, I believe. Yep. And then accuracy now. Oh, well done for reaching 15 on ballistic skill. Svogaz, book learning. There we go. Right, let's nip to the shop, sell everything that we don't need. Heavy armor of the footman, agility and strength. That's kind of okay actually. The agility will help counteract the penalty for climb, leap and jump down. Strength, of course, is just very, very useful. Yeah, I will keep that. That's going to be excellent for someone at some point. The axe, of course, is going to be great. Luck trinkets, we don't actually need those. Let's sell those. That can go. That can go. Short bow can go. We can't use that. Sell a couple of hammers. Don't need those. Sell all the daggers. Probably sell a sword, 2 shields. Bit of clothing. I think that's probably okay. Let's give some people some new gear. So Mobhor, he'll be very pleased to know you're getting the axe. And I mean that in a nice way, not a nasty way. Everything else looks fine for you. So you're currently using heavy armor of champions for accuracy and weapon skill. I'm liking that. I think it probably... Oh, it's a tough call actually. It might be worthwhile switching you over to this heavy armor of footman. The bonus to strength and agility. Melee damage will go up by 6%. And your dodge chance by 10. So you'll have like a 2% less chance to hit. And a 1%. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah, you can have that. While we're at it, we could give you a purple helmet. Who else might benefit from that more, though? Who doesn't have a helmet at the moment? Viclops doesn't. Yeah, Viclops can't have one. Not just yet, anyway. Duradash, you can have a purple helmet. Viclops, you might be able to have a blue one. There you go. Cool, and I think that upgrade's done. So yeah, we've got a couple of injuries. I'm not going to put anyone else in training. Let's just see what happens overnight for the moment.
New hired swords are available.
Okay, a couple of light wounds have been recovered. Goromon has finished his training. The 2 injuries we just got in this last match are currently receiving treatment, and Svogaz and Eladel are still in training. Also, we got a normal flail, and there's new hired swords. Let's have a look at the hired swords. Do you like to keep apprised as to who's on the market? Varsin, I think we saw him before. Slicer arm. It's very, very good. Crown of Bones, skull fracture though. That's not good. Instantly ruins him in my opinion. And then we've got Crown of Bones guy. Sorry, Weird Stone Horns, my mistake. And Clawfoot. That's fine, but not great. Queekshanks has been here for a few days. Thorgar has also been here for a little while, although we could hire him as an emergency spare leader. Probably won't. I think it's better for us to just skip a day. Andre, the giant, maybe? He's alright. And then we've got Scarpadin. I've definitely seen him coming around before, but he's not very interesting. I think out of these, Andre would be the most interesting. Rank 3 already. He could start with a bunch of skills. Something to consider anyway. I shall have a think about that between this episode and the next. Because that's going to bring us to the end of this day. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have and will be joining me for the next. Remember to like this video if you've liked it and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I shall see you next time for another day in Mordheim, City of the Damned.